Hey folks, and welcome to MusicalConman Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Did 2 Eden runs for this so far. The last one was really interesting. Ended pretty badly, found a fun synergy, but got a little cocky against Mega Satan. I think for some variety, I'm going to try a couple Lost runs. I don't expect to win the first one, but I expect to have some fun. Alright, Sacrifice Room. Not playing that. Holy Mantle worked, the Lost would be, well, not broken, but have another advantage, but it doesn't. So, I'd be surprised if any of you weren't aware of the Lost by now, but the Lost is the challenge character of Rebirth, and if he gets hit once, he's dead. No HP. Luckily, ever since Afterbirth, once you add enough, I think it's 879 coins to your Greed Mode donation machine, you unlock Holy Mantle as a starting item, which is pretty much the best item you could hope to have on the Lost, except for maybe 9 lives, but I generally prefer Holy Mantle. It's a huge help, and it makes the Lost playable, and actually sometimes quite strong, because the Lost's other advantage is he can take 3 Devil Deals. Of course, it's hard to beat Mega Satan with the Lost, because Devil Deals are the Lost one main advantage, but there's really a lot going for the Lost now, and it's still hard, but I quite like it. Now, unfortunately, Holy Mantle makes the D4 worse than useless, except in some very niche situations, because unlike, say, Lilith's Incubus or whatever, Holy Mantle is not an intrinsic part of the Lost's character, and if I hit the spacebar, except what I do right there to skip the Ragman intro, if I hit the spacebar, it will reroll Holy Mantle and take away one advantage. And I should probably talk a little less and dodge a little more, because Burning Basement's Curse of Darkness Ragman is no joke. Did we get... I think we got both of them, and that's really what I was looking for. We had 1 bomb, and I wanted to use it well. Take out Ragman and one of his heads. So as you can see, he's got a lot of control of the screen right now, so I'd really like... I know he's low, but I'd really like to take care of a couple of those spiders. But at this point, I mean, I want to rush him down and take him out, but I could easily see myself getting hit twice. Yep, there's once. But we're down to 1 spider. Oh, unfortunately, I just about... Oh... had my heart in a grip. This would be a lot easier if he would stop healing himself and making new spiders. I'd really like to finish him off, but especially because the shots those spiders create are so hard to see with Burning Jason and Curse of Darkness. Alright, this should do it. Okay, let's just kill this spider without dying, immediately jump out that door to refresh Holy Mantle, and then figure out what else is up with our lives. Okay. Super Bandage, not great. So the 2 items we've gotten are Celtic Cross and Super Bandage, both great defensive items that give absolutely no benefit to the Lost. If we ever get into a situation where we just have a really weak run, and we have no chance of success, and we have to re-roll with the D4 just to hope for a chance at winning, I guess those are extra items to have in that eventuality, but not great. Still, that... Unless we don't get any more upgrades for a while, that first floor Ragman fight is probably the most challenging part of the part we're likely to experience for quite a while in the run. We're on the basement, not the cellar, so we're not likely to encounter any boss harder than Ragman. I'm going to blow this up. That was... Alright, so 1 penny for a bomb is... I'm going to say probably the most valuable use of our resources we could have gotten. Wow, I just went through a whole range of emotions there. First, wow, how lucky are we? We got a Spirit Heart from a regular poop. Immediately followed by, oh, right, we're the Lost. It does nothing for us. I'm also a bit surprised by this room layout. Despite several hundred hours in Afterbirth, I have not seen this room that often. Maybe it's just me. Because we have 9 cents, I think it's worth it to shoot some of these poops. we're close enough that I could see us getting enough money to buy a shop item. Obviously, it hasn't panned out so far, but with the Lost, especially as the Lost on the second floor with no upgrades yet, we really want to get something. Now, one strategy I haven't mentioned with the Lost. Oh, wow. That was terrifying. I did not expect that. Is since we can fly and we have spectral tears, we can just... For enemies that can't fly, we can just sit over rocks and take them out, unless, of course... Ooh, that is tempting. I'm gonna think about it. Unless, of course, they blow us out away from the rock, like that enemy did. Almost had a... Well, not exactly a heart attack, but I was worried. Alright, death card. So that boss trap room is tempting with 4 golden chests, and we could open at least 2. But I'm gonna hold off until we get something else, because 2 bosses in a row with base stats is no joke. Bloody Penny, what a great defensive item for a character that isn't the Lost. I mean, I guess if we got Dark Bomb, it could still be used. We could turn those pennies into red hearts and spirit hearts, which would still be useless. But at least we feel more impressed with ourselves for the nice synergy we made happen. But besides that, this is really just the start of the run. Nothing to complain about. We haven't gotten anything great, but honestly, as the Lost, you should expect to get a couple HP upgrades that you can't use. And I haven't even mentioned, we did get Luckfoot, which isn't going to give us any direct benefit, but increasing our luck stat is going to make it just that much more likely for us to get bombs, keys, money, other consumables in the run. Which, honestly, right now, every bomb counts a great deal, because if we're in a tough fight... Ooh, the Halo is great, all stats up. Well, not really all stats, but a lot of the ones I care about. Alright. We've made it to the Devil Deal. I'm certainly going to take both of these. Guppy's Collar could bring us back from early loss, and Incubus doubles our DPS in theory. Doesn't quite in practice because we're going to miss with a lot of those shots, but it's still an excellent item. Alright, 2 bombs is good. And the nice thing about this room... Wow, look at all these useless red hearts. The nice thing about this room is it does have these rocks to hang out on, so Larry Jr. is actually not any threat to us at all as long as we just stay in our little corner, which I'm not doing, but I probably should. And if I get hit once, I probably won't leave it. And Monstro. Alright, Monstro can jump whoever, so hiding out on them and shoot over the rocks, so hiding on those rocks won't protect us. That said, we just beat Monstro without Incubus or the Halo, so we certainly can now. I almost just proved myself wrong, but luckily I didn't make quite that much of a fool of myself. We did make it. Whenever I've taken a hit on a room as the Lost, my immediate habit is just to instantly get out the nearest door and reset Holy Mantle, in case a troll bomb happens or I run into a fire. Alright, so we will take the compass. I can't think of any cards we really need, so we will take this key, and I'm going to take a bit of a gamble and spin it on one of these golden chests. The compass is really great. It shows us where all the special rooms on the map... Ooh, a golden key. Oh, goat head. It's excellent. So, finishing on the compass, it shows us where all the special rooms are, so we can make a beeline directly for the item room, shop, and boss. Which is really helpful because, as the Lost, any random room that you weren't prepared for can be the end of your run just as easily as Hush can. And more importantly, we just got Goat Head. If our items room is good, I will do that boss challenge room, but sorry, not trap room. And you know what? I'm probably gonna do it now because the amount of consumables we could get are going to be pretty good, and we do have a death card backing us up, so if we get hit, I will immediately pop the death card. And take out whatever enemies are there, give us a second to regroup. Maggie's Faith, another great defensive trinket. I'm not sure whether it's better or worse than Bloody Penny. I'm going to say about the same since neither of them are useful for us. Anyway, Goat Head is an amazing pickup because it will guarantee that we get to deal with the devil on every single floor up through the womb too, or utero, as the case may be. And considering that we can always take devil deals, this is great for us. I am going to go check out this first room because it has a chance to give us another Guppy item. With Guppy's collar in the bank and with Holy Mantle allowing us to go into the first room for free, this is a great opportunity. Of course, the problem is, if Holy Mantle gets popped, I cannot leave the first room without dying. And it doesn't look like there will be a secret room next to it that could give me an out. So, I need to play a lot more carefully in that secret room. On a room like this, I can just accidentally run into a dip, and it's not a big deal because I just have to pay a little more attention and not get hit by anything else. I have to kill that last dip, duck out the door to reset Holy Mantle because I try not to take chances with that. And it's fine, but on this room, if we get hit, it's a problem. So if there's one of those imps in there, I'm probably just going to pop the death card. That's not what happened. Forget those spiders. I'm out. I don't need to check that room to the south because we have the compass guiding us where to go. Alright, so this is a straight shot to our boss. Now, it takes a lot to convince me to do boss rush on a run as the Lost. I have to have some really good damage or a spacebar item like Pinking Shears or something else that makes, or alternatively just a way to teleport out of it. That said, Eve's Mascara, a lot of people don't like this item, but I'm going to take it in case we get any way to generate spiders. So, we're behind schedule for boss rush. Okay, I'm going to pop 2 of clubs and take both of these. This is why I keep my donation machine relatively healthy for times like this, because we're playing as the Lost, and if there's any time to take whatever advantage you can get, it's I don't want to buy that pill. I almost did because on my last run, which was not on this channel. Maybe I should have taken Sackboy second. I thought that the extra consumables it gave us would be worth the time, but maybe not. Ooh, we can teleport out of boss rush. Yeah, this is why I keep my donation machine full. Sometimes I scum it full with glowing hourglass, which, if you didn't know, you can use glowing hourglass to fill up the donation machine, then hit glowing hourglass, and the money will be in the machine. The money that you put in the machine stays in the count, but you get it back, and it resets how long the machine has until it jams. So you can actually just do anything. Okay, the Fallen could be a little tough. I'm going to use 2 bombs here because it does do a flux card we got. Really good. And if we get hit, I'm not going to pop the stars card. I believe in myself. Okay. That was scary, and maybe not best use of time. Okay. This is what we're talking about. So first of all, we got Rotten Baby, which is a strong item, and this is why I took Eve's Mascara. So for those of you who aren't aware, what Eve's Mascara does is it doubles your damage and cuts your fire rate in half. I could use the stars card here. Doubles your damage and cuts your fire rate in half and lowers your shot speed. So by itself, it's usually... I want to get that stars card and get out of here. Head of the Keeper, I didn't even notice what I picked up because I was too worried about it. So let's look for Magic Punch. So by itself, it's not gonna change your overall DPS, but it is going to make it harder to hit things. So, 2 diamonds is good, but the moon could get us out of boss rush, which makes me kind of want to rush the boss rush. But if you have an item like Rotten Baby, or just any means of generating flies, that bed has P on it. It's a dirty room, so there's not going to be anything good under there. Just take it from that. So these flies don't care about my fire rate, but they do care about my damage. So my tier DPS has had about no change, but my flies are now twice as strong. That's why I took Eve's Mascara. I was hoping something like this would come up, and now I look very wise, don't I? Just joking. Okay, 2 of diamonds is good. That said, I want to use it on this floor so that I can grab that moon card, and then hopefully, yeah, I'm gonna pop these, pop 2 of diamonds, and go back to pick up the moon card because, a useful trinket. Because if I can find a way to get to boss rush in time, I could potentially get a free item, and if we don't have Curse of the Blind, a free item with my choice of 4. Or if we get Diplopia, then we're just gonna have a really good time. With 44 cents from that great golden hoop situation, glad I didn't waste 2 of diamonds before that. We do really want to check out this shop, even though it's going to slow us down. Our odds of getting the boss rush right now aren't great unless we get something good and really rush. So I think it's more important to me to take this guaranteed opportunity in the form of the shop than to throw away that for the potential opportunity of boss rush. Boss rush is great, but if we're strong enough to get to boss rush in time, we're just as likely strong enough to get to boss rush in time and find this shop. This costs us, I didn't look at the timer, but I'm going to guess 20, 30 seconds. Alright, greed fight is not what I was hoping for here, but we have 2 shops left, and this money could be really useful. I did take damage that I didn't need to take, but I was kind of being lazy on my dodging because he was almost dead. Fool, the moon, stars. Out of all of these, the stars is my favorite. Because that way, with the compass, we can... Actually, with the compass, we do have a decent chance of making it to boss rush if we go really quickly on the next floor and then go straight to the boss fight on the floor after that. Because the stars card lets us get out of boss rush and get back to explore the rest of the floor, which we normally wouldn't be able to do after the mall fight. Oh, that was bad bomb. Man, he's really spawning a lot of friends. That's not good. I can hide behind this red food. Think about my life. Safe here. Safe here. I know I could use the stars card to get out, but I have a bad habit of never doing it. Alright, always saving it for a rainy day, even though we have other teleport cards available. Alright, 2 free items. They can't be that bad. In fact, the Pact is just alright, but Sister Maggie is a huge help. Or probably the other way around. So, Synth Oil and the Pact. Oh, loss of the compass on this floor is a big deal if we want to get to boss rush. Alges. Alges is better, kind of, but I still want the boss rush stream. Alges is not enough to help us do boss rush. Throw. Would have been nice to have, but I don't really min-max blank room that much. And I'm not using every battery charge I could use with Book of Sin, because I don't really care about the spirit hearts it could give me. I already have the card I want right now. I'm gonna use it sometimes. I'm thinking about it, like now, because the bombs are useful, but we're not in a dire situation where I want to spend all my time on it. Okay, Guppy, not Guppy. Alright, well, 1 item would have been enough to make us Guppy big. I'm not taking Cursed Eye, even though it wouldn't teleport us, because we're the Lost. I don't like its charge mechanic. I feel like it usually makes me do less damage. And besides that, there are just some items it doesn't synergize great with. Like, for example, if we got Soy Milk with Cursed Eye. And I will take Soy Milk on a Lost run, and if it shows up, you'll see that I mean it. Even though it will really mess up Rot Baby and Eve's Mascara will make it pretty bad, I've said it and now I'm committed, so now that I've had a chance to think about how really not good it would be. Okay, this is decision time. We could... You know what, let's fight the boss, see what we get from our deal. If we really tried, we could get 2 boss rush using that. We could kill this and then use that Emperor card to get 2 boss rush on the next floor. But then we would miss the shop and item room, and we would have no way to get out of boss rush. So I think at this point we kiss boss rush goodbye. I would, on any other floor I might go back and pick up that Alpha's room, but this is a cursed boss floor. I don't want to have to look for it. Okay, new plan. We're doing boss rush. I don't care about that key. Probably going to die on boss rush. I'm okay with that. Let's see if we can get to a black market. Is all we have a chance to get to before we need to teleport to the fight. Oops. Sister Maggie continues to be a strong item. Okay. We pick this up and immediately pop the Emperor. And if we're really lucky... And you know what? I didn't think about this. Book of Sin is probably going to give us a teleport card during boss rush, so we don't have to fight the whole thing, we just have to fight enough waves until we get a way out. So you know what? I missed the item room and shop on the last floor, but I'm still pretty happy with this plan. Alright, black heart. That'll be really useful. No, never. No hypothetical situation. If we hadn't picked it up, I could say, if we respawned it. That's right, and we do have Judas's shadow, which... Oh wow, I didn't see. You're pretty dark there. Another black heart. We could die with... We could leave those black hearts on the ground, die, and respawn as Dark Judas with twice the damage. If I were playing it as any other character, that is what I would do, because Dark Judas is a strong and great character. But... Okay. And that may be what we do regardless. But there's something special about a victory with the Lost. Especially when we have this... Especially when we have Dark Judas as an out. I want to try to win as the Lost. And if we don't... We get to try again with actual HP and double our damage and still have Holy Mantle. So... Oh, I have to kill the heart first. Or the spikes can kill it, I'm fine with that. It's interesting that the heart does not count as a flying enemy, even though it does visually appear to levitate off the ground. Just one of those little things. There's a couple enemies that appear to be flying in the air. People think the angel statues are like that? Wow, not a single card. Well, still not dead. And Guppy's collar might revive us, even if we do die as the Lost, so we can still have a chance to finish this one as the Lost. Let's kill these guys, please, before they can do their jump attack. Alright, so the biggest threats left to us on this boss rush are probably the Bloat and the Red Angels. They can hit us with Brimstone from across the room before we've even seen them. It's kind of nice to have a spacebar item that tells us when we've killed the enemy, even if it's off screen. That could have been Telepills, but it isn't. At this point, I'd almost rather finish boss rush than teleport out. And we have not had the Bloat or the Red Angel yet. Oh, or the Adversary, so we know one of them is coming. Alright, that is one enemy down of 3 that can kill us before we've seen them. Dark One gets an honorable mention in that category. That haunt could be dangerous if it lives to attack. Death. Death could be a problem, but wow. Okay, I think Incubus Mom's Knife, and a couple great damage upgrades like Synth Oil and Attack. I don't know if anyone's tried it before, but it is double Mom's Knife with several good damage upgrades is actually a pretty strong combination. Okay. Hey, Guppy's collar brought us back. We will not get to teleport to the rest of the floor, but I had fun doing a lot of boss rush, and what item did I even get from it? The relic. What a strong item that we won't use. Yeah, didn't really get any benefit from that. In fact, missed out on a lot of potential benefits from exploring the depths 1 and 2. Missed out on all those items. That said, we had just gotten Mom's knife, and I don't have too much to complain about. Infamy is great. Would I... Now, I would not fight the Hush with this run. Not... Because even though we have Dark Judas, Mom's knife is not a great item to fight the Hush. We just don't have enough range to hit it safely. So unless we get something like Stopwatch to keep us safe... yeah, I don't need to teleport on this. Unless we get something like Stopwatch to keep us safe. Amnesia sucks, but I know there's a boss fight up and to the left and a curse room down and to the right. And because we have 1 Guppy item and infinite free devil deals, fuck it, let's try that again. I'm not dying to spikes. Or forget it. I haven't done much cursing on this channel, so maybe I'll keep it relatively clean. Anyway, since we have 1 Guppy item, and getting both Guppy and Mom's knife would just be the icing on the cake of a strong run. Let's shoot the moon, go for the second Guppy item. Man, the pills have been good to us lately. Amnesia and Luck Down are personally 2 of my favorite effects in the game. I'm pretty sure it was this way. Glad I looked at the map before this happened. Yes, okay. So the good news is we are not lost forever. Did all that for a Bukano room. That will make 1 room easier, but considering the number of rooms we did just to get it, I wouldn't call it a great trade, but I can't not check. Not Chaos Card. I was just filled with such hope for a moment that we would do Hush as the Lost without Stopwatch and win. Boss fight is not this way. So I guess maybe I go back around the way I just was. Sorry, my mistake. I didn't check for other exits in that room to see that there were none. That's like 3rd time I've almost wasted a key on that block, but not quite. With Holy Mantle, I do feel... Holy Mantle, flying, and even reasonable speed, that is how I will usually handle that situation. Just run straight through the middle before they get a chance to shoot, before they get a chance to see I'm afraid. Give them no respect. There's a couple rooms where I feel like you really just have to react right away. Like, I especially hate that room with the brimstone spiders here and here on the womb, because I think they must be programmed just not quite correctly. Because the one on, if you stay at the door where you entered the room, the one on the bottom will not hit you, but there's some space in between it and the bottom of the room. But the one on the top will. And it's more confusing because there's a room on the depths with a similar layout where the one on the top will not hit you. And it's one of a very few... That's our 2nd, not our 3rd. Okay. I have to fight Hush. I can't not fight Hush. The real question is, will I use Mega Blast as the Lost, or right at the beginning of the fight, or will I save it for later on if we respawn as Dark Judas? This may be the same... Wow. So many batteries. Let's use Mega. Because we can fill it right back up. Let's use Mega for this. Oh, great. Can't open chests. Alright, well this has been a bit of a waste of Mega. But we've still cleared a good few rooms, and we have it back again. Am I going to use it one more time? I think we can get... No, I'm just going to save it for Rush. Actually, no, it's far away enough that... Never mind, the boss fight we're going to have to loop around far enough that this is worth it. Besides, it's just so fun. Mom's knife Knife Mega. What a great Lost run to do on this Let's Play series. Yeah, we won't even have to go back for that battery. I will take the devil card with me to the next floor. We have 99 cents, so the shop could be good for us. Alright, just let me drive my knife into your heart. Or no, I'm sorry, this isn't your heart anymore. This is my... I believe according to Edward, that is myself as a fetus in the past. Because this game's story is pretty straightforward. Alright, this is maybe not the wisest decision, but it's a great one. We have Sackhead, so these golden chests are probably gonna give us some batteries, which means that even if we die, or items, even if we die and come back as Dark Judas, we might be able to use Mega again. But okay, well... we have Stun. That's big damage upgrade. Our damage is really up there. I'm not scared of you, Amnesia. I know where the rooms are. So if we die as the Lost... Oh, wow, what a choice. Oh no, we have to take the Soul, because Mom's Knife would cancel out Ipecac, but Fate's Reward would still shoot us and take it down. BFF? What an awesome item with Succubus. Now that knife, even though it's a little harder to aim, is twice as strong. So if we die and come back as Dark Judas, we bomb the donation machine to get some sacks, refill Mega. I'm going to use the Devil card this time because if we come back as Dark Judas, our damage is set. We're going to win this run, but this right now is our chance for glory. Almost boss rush. Hush and almost boss rush with the Lost. Now, the Soul is a huge help because what the Soul does is it deflects bullets. We have Lump of Coal, so we actually do want to be far away here. I wish he would pop up, but this is what happens. I'm glad this is how we're using. Yeah, look how much bigger the beam is on the right side of the screen. Okay, that took half of Hush's health. We have a lot of work left to do, but considering how tanky Hush is, that's at least probably a minute of dodging that we don't have to do. Okay, this is scary. But we have the Soul. Thank you, Soul. Oh, not thank you enough. Okay. Well, let's do this for the glory. I believe in the Soul. I believe in the Soul. This is not a religious exclamation. I am talking about this game. I believe in the power of the item Soul. And if not, we're Dark Judas, and we only have 2 Spirit Hearts, but we'll have Holy Mantle, and 2 Spirit Hearts that we didn't have now, and a lot of damage. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. Woo! Alright. Get out of the room. Reset Holy Mantle. Refill this. Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Guppy's Caller, for respawning us as the Lost, so that we could get this victory against Hush as the Lost. Wow, is our boss fight this close? Well, I don't know if I even want to use Mega on this. Okay, never mind. It's all the way around. Let's pop Mega. And zoom through as much of the floor as we can. Compass really helps. Almost wasted it. By the way, I blew up a Timid Rock on the first floor, even though the Spirit Hearts don't benefit me. This is why. Small Wreck is a great item. You know what? There's nothing we want from him except the Compass or Bumbo. I will take Bob's Brain. I have Mom's Knife, Incubus, BFF, Mega, and I just beat Hush as the Lost. Do you remember how the title of the last run was Hubris? You may or may not, if you didn't see that run, but I can't not. This could give us breakfast. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. A little HP upgrade makes us a lot. I'm gonna go with 100% tankier. I don't remember whether HP upgrades work on the Lost, but surely they do. It may be that my sarcasm isn't funny to anyone, but most importantly, it entertains me, and helps keep my spirits up on a Lost run, which is normally useful, except, of course, this is one of the best Lost runs I could possibly hope to have, and I don't need anything to keep my spirits up. They are up. No reason not to take the quarter, just as there was no reason to take it. Death, Moon. Let's see where our secret room is it? It's not in the most obvious place. Free stuff. I like your facial expression, trying to keep your chin up even in sad times, out of respect, and because I have all the money I could possibly want, I will not blow you up. Given that you will never give me a... Don't let me die here. Please. I know I would come back with Dark Judas, but don't let me beat Hush as the Lost and die to double Loki on the cathedral while I was talking about some random thing. And my prayers were answered. I guess there's something to be said for cathedrals. Let's just obliterate Isaac. Okay. Or actually takes a good few hits. I guess we haven't gotten a lot of damage upgrades. It's just that Mom's knife, with the damage upgrades we have, is so good. I would have expected to kill him faster, considering how fast we've torn through everything else. But I have nothing to complain about. This run is great. And I'm really happy that all three of the runs I've done for the stream... Oh, I wish I hadn't taken Mom's knife. I would take soy milk, but because we have Mom's knife, soy milk will not give us... Soy milk isn't zany, it's just a downgrade. It would nerf our damage by 80%, but it wouldn't give us any fun things to look at. I really want to take it, but I really don't. As soon as this Mega runs out, I'm gonna take it. I have no choice. It's in my soul. This run has given us everything, and for us to turn up our noses at a gift freely given here, especially when it gives us Little Loki. Little Loki will do easily several damage. We are committed. Let's see what this looks like. Obviously way worse. That said, still really good. And we can just tap and instantly shoot. I'm not gonna say that this isn't really bad. Wait, what was this? The stars. If we get hit, we pop the stars, get out with Holy Mantle. I'm not gonna say that this isn't really bad. Hey, I'm doing it just to say I did it. Third quarter. We're getting pretty close to $1 here. Kind of impressed by that. I'm used to getting an item like that twice in a row, but 3 is starting to do something else. So, our damage is still really good. We still have 2 Mom's knives, even if they're way less damage. We have 2 of them, and one of them is a double damage from BFF on RNGesus. I'm pretty sure that just hit us and got blocked by something, but I can't think what it possibly be. Warrior Wizard doesn't do anything. I'm gonna get one more room shard. Have we been hit? I thought we were hit, but... Oh no, the soul is saving us. Is that our... Did we get a Steam Cell before? Oh wait, it won't show up because we just picked up. I love double Steam Cell, even if it's useless. Okay. So, we're gonna try and kill Blue Baby without using Mega. Then we're gonna get him down to almost 0 HP, teleport out with the stars, and nuke him down with Mega, because I've had too many runs struggling to beat Blue Baby as the Lost. I want to really rub it in his face that, even with a second chance, there's nothing he can do to me. In fact, in a little Fallout 4 reference, I just want to tell Blue Baby that death comes for you, evildoer. So, Mega, try and pop the death card at just the right time to finish him with that instead of this. This is for no reason. I just enjoy it. Oh, I wasn't watching myself far, but we're going to pretend. We are going to run around. Ooh, until this fades because we can't get the chest. Woohoo! Alright. Thank you, folks, for sticking with me through a really strong and powerful Lost run. Didn't have to start a new run once. Only used Guppy's Collar a single time, didn't use Dark Judas. Thanks, it was a lot of fun, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure and like or subscribe. And however you felt about the video, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Because I've just started out with this Let's Play thing, and any feedback is good feedback. Except hate speech. But most feedback is good feedback. Catch you later, folks.